Mak-Corp have just released a new version of their International Formula Series 3, version 0.5 for Assetto Corsa and version 0.9 for R Factor 2. So I'm jumping into R Factor 2 first to give the car a quick buzz around Silverstone, the mini track, and then I'm going to jump into Assetto Corsa and see what the car feels like to drive there, as that's the only responsible thing to do. So I've got R Factor 2 set up here, ready to go, put some AI on the grid, fresh install the track. Hopefully everything's okay. Let's get ready to go. Rev the engine. Guy with the green flag. Hope I don't get destroyed by the AI. Oh, in second gear. Oh no, he's on fire. I upshifted too many gears. The guy in front of me is on fire. Not sure what's going on there. Now I suspect the brakes and the tyres are going to lack grip on the first corner, so I'm going to brake a little bit early for this. Ooh. The force feedback, whoa, being shunted by the AI aggression. The force feedback seems really nice though. With R Factor 2 it seems the cars are sort of hit or miss. A lot of the mods seem to have really solid force feedback, but some of the ISI cars, some of them don't make any sense to me with my G25, and other of them, especially older cars, seem to have really nice force feedback. But this has really solid, it's communicating what's going on immediately. When you jump in a car, sometimes you can feel it and you can tell what's going on. And in this case, I can feel it and tell what's going on. Other times, you jump in a car in a simulator and you don't know what's happening. But this seems really nice. The grip levels seem to be reflected in the force feedback. As I turn into the corner, depending on how much grip I've got, the force feedback lightens up or stiffens up. So that seems spot on. I'm going to dab the brake because I don't know if the AI take that full pelt. The rumble in R Factor 2 is really nice, or the sort of track bumps. And it's one of the things that R Factor 2 does really nice, is you do get really sharp shakes that I think are lacking from other simulators. And this is working fantastic with this car. Oh, could try and pip him up the inside. The car model looks gorgeous. I mean, you've got all the details there. The reflections look nice off it. The actual 3D mesh seems really high resolution. I mean, this handling is fantastic. I think if you were looking for an approachable car in R Factor 2, especially if you've got a bunch of friends, I think this could be really good fun to race online with a group of people. Mind you, my R Factor 2 online account is sort of expired, so I won't be racing it online. I guess I'll update it at some point, but R Factor 2 is not exactly the busiest place online at the moment. So that's why I'm hoping, in some ways, that this car will be nice in the Assetto Corsa, because maybe it'll be a little bit more busy online. But this is fantastic, and if you've got R Factor 2, this is definitely a mod that you need to add to your collection. The AI, and I think that's another thing with R Factor 2, though personally I normally just sim race online, even if it's casually public racing online. One thing that R Factor 2 does have is, I think the AI, if you set up the aggression just right and tweak the files a bit, you can get really good quality racing with the AI, depending on the cars you pick and which tracks you pick in the game. And well, as you can see now, I'm driving with the AI, and this is really good. They're putting up a reasonable challenge. They're a little bit slow around some of the corners, and I think if I got a bit more up to speed with this car, I'd probably be a bit faster than them. But for most people, it's absolutely fantastic, and the lighting actually looks surprisingly nice. Let's throw the car around a little bit and see how much it lets me get away with. Oh, okay. You can't take too much liberty with it, but it's you can see from the other corners, it did have enough slack to it that you can make a mistake and recover it. And if I was to sort of compare this to any other game, oh, here comes the rain. Oh, you can actually slide it a bit as well as it's raining. If you were to compare this car to another car in any other game, I think it has a very game stock car feel to it, which to me is only a good thing, really. But that's the car, the Formula International Formula Series 3 in R-Factor 2 version 0.9, now over to Assetto Corsa to try the same car but version 0.5. Of course, this is the first version of the car in AC, so it's less likely to be as developed as the R-Factor 2 version. Has the Image Space Incorporated logo on it. The car model looks absolutely gorgeous, and it has this really nice diffuse finish to the texture, which it's just nice. I like that. It looks like you could rub your hands on it. That's the kind of thing I think when I look at race cars. But nonetheless, same setup, the small Silverstone track, a couple of cars, and I'm starting at the back of the grid. Here we go for first impressions. Rev the engine a bit. You can only go into gear once the lights have gone off, which is a bit strange. But that's Assetto Corsa at this point in time. It seems reasonably stable. Take it nice and... Whoa! Oh! Reasonably stable until you put the brakes on and then the back end is coming around. Yeah, you've got to be very... Ooh, why is he braking so soon? You've got to be very careful on the brakes with this. It's going to be the surprise of my life. Yeah, the lateral grip seems about the same. The force feedback in Assetto Corsa doesn't seem to be giving me as much feel as I was getting in R-Factor 2. I'm getting the same sort of track bump feel, surprisingly. But the loading of the tyres seems a little bit muted in the Assetto Corsa with this car. Really on edge based off... Oh, no! Okay, when you put the brakes on, you should download this mod and try it, but when you put the brakes on, the car stability goes out the window in AC. This is so much easier to drive in R-Factor 2 than it is in AC. Normally it's the opposite. Normally AC's quite approachable and R-Factor 2 can be harder to drive, but in this case the R-Factor 2 car is a lot easier. As long as you're not turning when you put the brake on, and as long as you don't go over the limit whilst on the brakes, and this car seems fairly similar in both simulators. The lateral shifting of the car in Assetto Corsa seems a bit more progressive as you're going around a corner. But to be honest, because it's not particularly controllable on the braking, it's harder to play with the car than I was finding it in R-Factor 2. Of course, and as I'm turning in now, the back sort of it is gooping out a little bit as you go around the corner, and I'm fairly certain it's going to get to a point where you've gone over the limit and the back's going to come out and you're not going to know what's going on and you're going to be facing the wrong way. I definitely think this needs a little bit more work in AC. Obviously, this is an earlier AC launch, and you know it's a free mod, so you can't really complain if someone's going to give you a mod. Running out of track, and if someone gives you a mod for free, I mean, really, engine sounds fantastic. Car model's good. As I said, I just think it needs a little bit more polish with AC. Could be a car setup thing. But the R-Factor 2 version definitely seems more solid to me. Oh, God. Oh, no. Here we go. Welcome to AC. Annoying 5-second cooldown for using too much track. The car model and the lighting, absolutely fantastic. Just the way that it picks up the lighting and the shadows inside the cockpit. And I have to say, it actually looked really nice. Oh, as I kill the driver in front of me. It looked really nice in both AC and R-Factor 2. So you can't really go wrong with this. This is the last lap, so I've got to beat him. The AI seem a little bit easier in AC. I'm not sure what difficulty setting I put them on. I don't think they're on max. That probably explains that. But that's fairly decent. It's fairly nice. It's a bit of a scary car in AC when you put the brakes on. As I say, it has a habit of getting very trolley-like very fast. So as it is right now, I definitely prefer the R-Factor 2 version of the car, which isn't really that much of a surprise as that one's slightly more developed and has been out for a while now. Going to be interested moving into the future to see how the AC version of the car progresses, as well as the new versions for the R-Factor 2 version coming along as well. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to click the tiny little like button. Also, if you want to keep up to date with GamerMuscle videos, subscribe to the channel by clicking the giant subscribe button. Thanks for watching and goodbye.